it's Wolfy-Chan, and I'm back with another manga review. And this manga is Host Club Volume 6. This is basically where the anime ended. So, wasn't right with 5 and wasn't right with 10, it was 6. Okay, so from this episode on, I do not know what's going to happen and don't know about the scenarios or anything like that. And so far through the festival, nothing happened like what I thought it would. But I understand the anime kind of had to have a sort of ending. So, of course, it'll be different from the manga. Go figure. So what happened here? So, Tamaki is doing a lot of stuff to make the festival, the way he built it and everything, to run some food stalls, Japanese food stalls, that are from the, I was about to say poor, but they're not poor, but the lower class, there you go, citizens of Japan that usually eat this, like Haruhi, like all that good stuff. And he ran that as well as kind of the host parlor. So we actually get to meet Hikaru and Karu's mother, which I didn't know, like, you don't see him in the anime. You get to see the vice president of the host club's dad, and you see that he doesn't get slapped, which I'm very happy about. It was not gonna, if that happened, I was gonna be like, well, thanks for the, but they didn't. But also they did show his sister, and that made me sad because there was a part that was basically what happened is she came over just to kind of see her brother, make sure he's okay, all that good stuff. The father comes home and is like, get back to your family or you're gonna make us look like the worst type of people. And I'm like, it's not how it works. You don't just come over and visit people and yeah. But rich people. Nah. So, and he of course does the line of, your good grades aren't the only thing. Those will not impress me. You gotta go above and beyond because your two older brothers have already done all that stuff, so you need to do more than them. No, it's not family. So the festival, goes without a hitch, really, until you meet Miss Suo, or Mrs. Suo, the grandmother of Tamaki and mother of the chairman, and she's basically doesn't want anything to do with him. But does remark when talking to her son that his son reminds her very much of the chairman. And he goes, that's the first time you've ever said that he's my son. Guess you don't mind him so much. I'm going home, and if I could, middle fingers everywhere. That's basically, I think, what you would do. Meh. And so the festival goes out without a hitch, and then there's kind of a ball, and Haruhi is dressed up as a girl. Long hair, all that stuff. And, she's eating, kind of hanging around, and Tamaki comes by, chats her up, looks at the food, and is like, oh, that's kind of good. And she goes, want a taste? And as a normal person, you grab your fork with the stuff that they want and hand it to them. The other thing that I guess you could do is, like, put the fork down and hold the plate out, which I sometimes do, like, do you want it? Most of the time I do the fork and the here you go. And that's, of course, not a good thing. Apparently don't do that in rich society. Didn't know that. Yeah. So everybody looks down on her that instant, like, who is she? And why is her class just. And she's like, oh my goodness, I'll get you clean plate, clean fork, get you some of that. And while she's holding the fork with the food on it, Tamaki goes, nope, eats it immediately, and is like, look, I may be a suo, but I'm always going to be myself. So, I don't mind. Just be you. And being you is awesome. And that's adorable. Now, the next story that's after the festival is meeting the vice chairman? Or vice president chairman of the school? I believe. And he talks about this soup and this girl, and that he was very interested in her, and he got into food right after that because of her. And so they get in the idea in their braino that they need to make the food, and they need to do that and see if he likes them. Well, it's not soup and stuff like that, and food should never go to waste. And so they decide to make this food. So what they do is try and make this food. They can't, so they learn from Haruhi. Haruhi makes common dishes. And then makes an offer mark later in the chapter that I've heard that if you put mayonnaise on this tuna and you put it in soy sauce, it tastes like giant tuna. Which, if I remember right, there's like bluefin tuna, smaller tuna, I believe that's called king tuna? I don't know. I know that there's a variety of tunas, and it's like bluefin tuna is like the most expensive. One, because there's not many of them around, but two, because their flesh tastes so good. I eat tuna, but it's in a can. I have eaten raw tuna. It was pretty good. But immediately after they try it, and they're like, Vice President, got it. Hey, whoever told our base, tuna with mayo and soy sauce tastes like giant tuna needs to be banished. They need to go to the corner of the world that's just desert. They need to live there. It's kind of like what happens. So they get their food, and of course, big ruckus happens. Mayo and soy sauce goes everywhere, and like one of the things too is that if you have salted caramel pudding and you drizzle soy sauce, that's supposed to be mimicking or taste like a sea urchin? I don't think so. I don't think that was ever going to happen. They try it and they're like, this doesn't taste like sea urchin. Once again, Haruhi's like, I've never tasted sea urchin or anything like this. So that's very interesting. So they get all their food that's all messed up now and are bringing it to the chairman. Well, he went home. And Haruhi's like, looks like we shouldn't waste it. Right, guys? And they're all like, And then we go back to the chairman who goes home, sees his wife, and is talking about the food. And they're just cute. They're adorable. I like that one. It is very, very cute. But that is the end of the volume. And from here on, I'm going to not be comparing the manga with the anime anymore. Go figure, right? And to tell you the truth, this is volume 6. I believe there's like 20 or more volumes in this. So this is like just, the anime seemed very long, and it gave you a taste, an amazing taste, but volume 6? Volume 6. Oh boy. So this is going to be a long journey of what happens in Ouran Host Club, and I cannot wait. The story afterwards, I was kind of refreshed. I was like, this is actually a very interesting story. So I love this. I can't wait for the volume 7, which I'll probably get tomorrow. I'll probably get the volumes tomorrow and do reviews later. But if you like this video, definitely leave a like. Leave it in the comment section below. Did you read volume 6? And when did you think the end of the anime would be in the volumes? I was not thinking 6. And do you have a favorite moment, either from the anime or from the manga at this point? I will admit, I did like the end volume with the Vice President and food. That was actually pretty cool. So, and definitely, if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, because I do upload every day from Sunday to Monday, Monday through to Saturday. Whenever you need a video, I got you covered. Something new, something old, something different, or a series. And I hope that you've been having a really good day. It's been warm, and then it's been cold, and it's been warm again. By the way, if you want to follow me on Twitter or Facebook, the links are down below. I also am just kind of randomly streaming on Twitch, so if you like video games, definitely see it. I do put up the link on Twitter when I am streaming. So, wonderful day. Hope you're doing good. Wolfy-Chan out. Bye.